main chassis. This is we call stock TCXX chassis, which is a super narrow chassis with more softer cut it out front and the rear side, and different design hull. The bottom of the Diff front and rears, a little bit chain design, longer front and the shorter rear, more narrow holes, and the new hole for the cooling for the motors, but make still stiff chain designs, but still can make a cooling. I think it's a narrow chassis. I'm sure it's much less touch on the ground when it's into the corners. But I test many times wider, super wide chassis, middle chassis, narrow chassis. Anyway, you touch the edge all the time. So I tried super narrow chassis one time, but still touch on the ground, but feeling like something weird. I think it's maybe sometimes too much deep roll, or maybe weight balance is maybe too much inside. If too wide, not good. Too narrow, also not good. I think it's this 90, almost I think 89 millimeters. I think kind of best for this our testing. And we have another option. We call option chassis, which is some of team driver use with the no holes. Same outside designs, outline the same, but it's just a no hole inside. But if just no hole, it's same thickness, it's too stiff. So we make with the hole is 2.5 millimeters, and option no hole type harder, but we make it thinner, 2.25 millimeters. So kind of feeling like very similar, but on the track I think this chassis make a little bit more stable, because still a bit stiffer than thicker with the whole chassis. So I choose this one because I can have a little bit more steering, and this one have a little bit more stable. So it depends on the, I think it's driving style. Top deck also is big difference to change the designs. TCXX one is like kind of wide, more funny flexible, funny flex top deck, but this one have more natural, more straight, narrow, kind of standard designs top deck. Can make more natural the flex for the chassis. So now always use the same type of a top deck for any track, high bite, low bite, medium bite. So I think this looks also nice and easier to put all the electric stuff, make go more inside. We have the new longer link, the steering lock, and this one can make more steering control. I think it's more 10% more steering control with this longer the steering crank, and more Ackerman change is more natural. So also you don't need much change for high bite and low bite, big track, small track. It's very consistent for everywhere. And this is also much improved compared to TCXX. And this is a longer link with this the position to this two hole. A TCXX one is 2 mm front, and this is 2 mm back. So have the combination used with this chassis with this long link, and can make nice Ackerman. One reason long link, why longer? Because longer link is more initial less change, but the end kind of quick change to the Ackerman. So initial Ackerman change, that's kind of very important, because most of the time you use like an initial, especially small corners. Only like a big sweeper or high speed hairpins, sometimes full lock. So I think the initial Ackerman, just more position back, longer link can make more less Ackerman change than the initial. So I think that's why it's really feeling good on the track. The gear depth, we have a really good the sealed. Make sure not oil leaking out after running. We have many runs, maybe 20, 30, 40 batteries, no maintenance, but still oil never came off. So you can keep cleaning the cars, and also performance and depth, super long life. Gears also really strong, so people use modified motors. I think not much chance to break ones.
The gear diff we have now is pretty much perfect. You don't ever need to rebuild it because it's leaked oil. It's just a case of changing it or tweaking it or whatever. So yeah, I guess in a way you can concentrate on other things if you want to.
For me, it works really good. I have been running the same gear diff at the warm-up and a little bit practice before the rolls, and still the same. It's perfect.
We just make before race a new motor mount for the TCXX standard kit. This motor mount mainly motor position changed. It's more outside 2mm, I think 2.5 millimeters. And this is a normal TCX motor mount. I think 2.5mm inside chassis for motors positions. The motors, the front and back is the same position, but it's just different, more outside, more inside. And I think it's more outside. Motor mount can make more deep roll, but also this is one of option parts for the setup. So come with this motor mount at TCXX, but I think it's also you can use TCX motor mount, can play with the motor position. I think it also depends on driving style and grip and the size of track. Kind of maybe this is one of a big change. Looks simple change, but it's on the track is different. The new motor mount can choose two positions for the screws. Now this car have up and down, like this directions, the screws positions can easier to access to the wrench from up at the top deck, one screws and its bottom here, and you don't need to screw the spy gear like this before. So especially for non-boost huge gear with the super small spy gears racing, I think it's really easier, just the gear mesh stuff and everything. And also this motor mount can make more movement back and front, so can choose more pinions, small size and big size. The suspension block, we make a separate type, left and right, can make more nice fracks, front and rear. I think the front come with kit is one piece but new designs. Normally we use the outside hole, only outside two holes, but it's a new one is use only two side, inside the two holes. It's make a little bit more fracks. So we have a three type choice now: wider suspension block from normal from TCX, and TCXX standard inside the hole suspension block can make a little bit more the flexible. And this rear come with kit TCXX, the separated the block. This is maximum can make fracks. So when it's low bike track, I think I recommend to use this one front and rear. But normally start from one piece on the back, one piece in front, and the separate piece rear. And if you need more steering, you can change to the separate piece also front. It's because this is the same piece. So just change to this one, can make more things the steerings. I think this part is really the big difference. Before I test these ones, I cannot imagine like something flexing here, because anyway, you know, you have screws here and all the bulkhead here, and this one's super narrow, super short. So I thought maybe not so much big difference, but actually on the track, it's really big difference. Can make more grip. But sometimes use a separate block with high bite. Sometimes maybe too much, like a car is stuck and it doesn't turn. So I think it's just a balance. So sometimes I use a one-piece mount to make more nice corner speed. TCXX kit have some option bonus parts like extra drive cap for the spool, with the plastic ones with and steel, both type, and some of dog bones, few spare parts includes the kit. So I hope people get happy with the new kit.